Heidi, hi my lovely Scorpio campers, how are you doing today? Thank you and welcome for joining me. My name is Govinda, you're watching Gypsy Heart Tarot, and here today we're looking at your forecast for the month of February 2023 with the tarot. What do you need to know about that? Let's have a look at that for you. Remember, these messages are for your sun, moon or rising sign in Scorpio, so this can benefit you. It's important that you do pay attention to all of these signs in your forecasts, and you can watch the appropriate videos because that really does help you to get a well-rounded idea of the situation you're going through. And remember that we can exercise our freedom of choice from free will and our own discernment. So remember that these are general readings and not everyone will resonate with everything, which is fine. Please feel free to take on board what resonates and to leave alone what does not. That's just the nature of things. Remember that you ultimately can decide how or what to implement in your life at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look. First of all, let's thank the universe for helping me to clearly share insights with my Scorpio campers today in a way that will support their greatest good and for the highest good of all. We are all deserving, and so it is. Okay, let's take a look then at our first card, which is your passions, actions and inspirations for the month of February. What are we excited about? What action do we need to take in our life this month? Eight of Cups. Ooh, it looks like we might be feeling inspiration to move on. Emotionally, we might be checking out of a relationship or a situation, or maybe falling out of love in a career option. Something in our life we're just no longer feeling. It's no longer feeling right. And whatever it is, we've got a bit of disengagement going on. So with the excuse me, with the Eight of Cups, we need to remember that, you know, you might be feeling this energy of restlessness with the way that your life is going, and that you yearn for maybe some sort of escape from the monotony, and so your passion is to get out and do something completely different to what you're doing now. You're kind of bored with the same humdrum day to day, perhaps, you know. So maybe it's important this month, especially with February, Friday, Valentine's Day, 14th of February, whatever day that falls on. Maybe it's good to plan a getaway. But it's important to remember that, you know, to gain what you want from the journey. So make sure that the journey or the getaway or the weekend away or the day out somewhere does provide what you need at this moment. Okay. So make sure it does give you something that you're looking for. So whatever emotion or feeling that you're wanting to get or invite into your life, whether it's relaxation, whether it's excitement, whether it's passion, make sure whatever getaway or idea or activity that you're doing gives you that emotion. So make sure it does align with what you're looking for, not just any old thing to do, you know. And it's also, it can be very easy this month to feel a bit lost in your life and kind of, you know, especially, you know, not having any clear idea or inspiration for life as to where things are going moving forward, and that your options may seem limited for a number of reasons. So it's important to really trust your instincts, cup energy, instincts, intuition about what you find passionate, what your next move is in life or in your career or whatever it is that you're dealing with. You will know the best choice when it presents itself. So sometimes with cup energy, with water flows the way it needs to naturally. We can't force it or direct it. It will do its thing. And that's the same really. You will get to know the best choice when it's time to know it. So we have to kind of trust our intuition and the divine in that sense, and know that while we may be yearning for leaving, for getting on, doing something else, we have to kind of wait for that to happen. So a bit of patience and love and compassion to yourself during this time is important. Let's look at your next card, which is your thoughts and communications and plans for February 2023. What do you need to know about that this month? we're getting the Six of Cups. So you may be planning revisiting a place that you have been before as part of your getaway. There may be a childhood location that you want to visit to gain some comfort, or to get, it's like you're seeking an answer, or you're seeking an emotion or connection through the heart that you're not getting where you are now, and it feels like a getaway to this location. It's probably an emotion or a feeling or a connection through the heart, something that you gained when you were younger, when you were a child, maybe a place that you visited, like a seaside town, or someone that you visited when you were younger in your past, that you had a good, strong, and again, emotional connection. So it does feel that you're lacking something and you're needing to go, whether it's by the sea, whether it's to the forest or the mountains. There seems to be a location for you that you already know of, or that you've been to, either specifically or that type of place, maybe where you used to live. You live in the city, but you used to live in the country, and you're kind of yearning and missing that natural life energy. It's really important to try and connect to those past places or feelings or emotions to really understand what it is that you're lacking now moving forward. And there may be some plans for you to reconnect and to embrace those past situations or feelings towards people in the past, and it's important that we are, the way that we communicate to others as well this month is through the love of our journey. And remember where you come from, remember the journey that you've had, and think and try to find positivity in that past. There may be difficult, and you may be disengaging with that journey, going, I don't want to face this, but it feels like you're able to communicate to your inner child, the self of you that is still locked in the past, perhaps, or part of you is still living in the past, and therefore emotionally disengaged in the present because of your thoughts about your past are maybe keeping you locked there. And it's nice to visit the past, it's nice to reminisce if they're happy, and maybe not so nice if it's not happy, right? And we need to remember not to want to live in the past, because we need to be living in the present right now. So if there's a reason or emotion or connection that we're lacking, we're probably finding it with either someone that we've been with before, or a place or location or a thing that we were doing. So think of those past elements that brought you joy, will help you to connect to the present time, and therefore help you moving forward with engaging in your emotions rather than disengaging with them. Yeah. Let's move on to your connections, personal interactions and relationships for February 2023. What do you need to know about that? Things are getting exciting with love interest or a current marriage or relationship, close family, intimate friends, people in your intimate circle. Things are getting exciting. They're very inspiring, and they're people who it's time to just be excited and do things and take activity, so do things with close friends and family, things that they are excited about, and you can share that excitement with them. Have an enthusiasm for connecting with people around you, and enthusiastic about their relationships. Don't be, I don't want to see this person, but I have to because they're my mother, or that kind of thing. We want to be enthusiastic and I really want to see them because I haven't seen them for ages, and this is going to be fun. And have a positive, excited, interested, engaging energy and enthusiastic, and it will come good. It seems that there can be some new connections and new excitement in your current relationship or your current connections with your family or friends. which helps kind of, it's kind of like a refresher. So, oh, let's freshen this connection up a bit. Let's shake it up a bit, in a positive way. And it's time to really channel the energy of these connections and people around you in a positive way, in a very constructive way. You have an idea as to where your relationship wants to go, and you're excited about your relationship, about your partner, about your marriage, where it's going. And stay focused on that. Stay focused on those people closest to you, on your family members if they're needing some vision moving forward or excitement. If other family members or friends are being a bit dull and kind of lacking excitement or luster in life, we can help. Come on, let's do something exciting. Let's do something wild. Let's go skinny dipping in the sea, or I don't know. I've never done that, but let's do something wild and exciting, or whatever feels right for you to kind of shake things up a bit and just hurrah. Let's just have a bit of a laugh. It's gonna benefit everyone. Focusing too much on your own misfortune is going to darken those around us. So our relationships are going to, and our interpersonal connections with the closest and nearest and dearest is going to be affected by our enthusiasm or lack of it. So if we're in a grumpy dark cloud, then other people around us are going to feed off that and are going to be affected by that as well. So it is important to take care to not embrace the negativity this month, and not to have false hope, but just to see the positive in things as best as possible, because the negativity will only lock us in, and then people around us will start behaving negatively or thinking negatively as well, because we're doing this. Or where is this coming from? It's because I'm having this perception on myself, and it's infecting everyone around you. And this way, this negativity will only get in way of your goals and your achievement and what you want to do. You become less engaged with your romantic interests or your feelings, and you'll be more tempted to, I just want to go back where things were happy, but we can't go back there. So you need to bring that happy energy into the present and that excitement. So we don't want to prolong any upset or any negative energy around us at the minute. While things may not be the way we want them, we can be enthusiastic about, well, there's something we can do, there's always something to do, there's always something we can fix, let's give it a go, and be interested in finding solutions rather than raising problems. Key element there. Okay, let's move on and look at your next card, which is your work, finances and health for February 2023. What do we need to know about work, finances and health for my lovely Scorpios this month? And we have the higher up. Whether it's a problem at work, with your finances or with your health, seek guidance. Seek the appropriate guidance. So, don't come to a tarot reader asking about your health, because they're not going to be able to answer. You need to go to a doctor for that. Seek the appropriate guidance. People who know what they are and they're qualified to help you. A doctor for the health, a financial advisor or your bank for financial issues, or your boss or colleague or anyone involved at work. Someone who is in a leadership role. Someone like a consultant or a GP, someone who can make decisions, who can get processes moved. You want to raise an issue and get better and get on this path to healing a problem at work or your finances or your health. And by seeking the advice and guidance of somebody who is relevant in that field will definitely help. Apart from that, meditating to connect with your higher self and spirit and your inner spirit is going to help you find those solutions for work, how best to resolve things, or your finances, what do I need to do about my money situation. It's going to point you in the right direction to raise your vibration, but at the same time it is telling you go and speak to the right, adequate, relevant person who can actually do something about it, rather than just sit and worry, or I'll meditate myself through this. While that can help, your enthusiasm that can help your approach and your way of action, rather than it's saying don't disengage with your situation. We need to focus and we need to clearly have steps to follow to improvement, maybe at work. Is there a promotion coming up at work for you that you want to achieve? And maybe there's someone who can let you know what boxes do you need to tick to achieve that kind of thing. It's seeking the guidance and advice from someone who's in the know, really, about that situation, to make it better, to improve it, to raise yourself up to the light, to healing. So there is a way through, there is a path you can follow. You need to know what steps you need to take. If there's medicines, if there's going to see a doctor, then a consultant, it seems that there may be a number of steps you need to follow, but it's time to get on that path. Rather than wait and not do it, it's time to do it. And sometimes the more traditional methods work the best, especially when it comes to medicine or when it comes to financial issues, like saving money. I haven't got enough money to make the end of the month. Maybe those traditional methods of separating out your money in different envelopes so that you can save here for this, or that's the money for the car, that's the money for the food, that's the money for the bill. Those old methods work the best. Modern technologies don't always help us see the reality, and it just feels that the proper advice and guidance in these areas for you is going to be very beneficial this month. So make sure you do speak to the right people to get that guidance. And sometimes we need a more traditional approach rather than something new age or fangled, or I'm going to on my way through the problem. Yes, that might work on the spiritual level. That may raise your enthusiasm and your interest and energy levels to, rather than reject or pretend it isn't happening, you can actually face it. But at the same time, we need to be practical, and there are some number of steps you need to take. What are those steps? What do you need to comply with? Let's make it happen. Let's get on this road to healing, whatever it is at work, finance or health that's going. But things can get better. That's the point. When we start taking action in this way, by seeking that guidance, things do get better with that. So that's important to remember as well. Let's look at your spirituality, defining life lessons and themes for this month. What do you need to know for February 2023 with your spirituality, defining life lessons and themes? The bigger picture of things this month. How is that coming through? Hope. The main focus for your energy from spirit is hope. Hope and faith. Light will come. So you will get to the light at the end of the journey. You will find the light at the end of the tunnel. What may feel very disengaged emotionally, maybe this isn't working, I need to go, I need to get out of this situation. Rather, the more engaged you become, maybe there are solutions from your past, there are thoughts or ideas or something you need to revisit from your past that can help. There's always something you can do. Finding that support and that proper guidance, not just a friend or a neighbor. Oh, I did this or I did that. We don't need any of that. We need proper, direct advice and guidance based on your situation, on your condition, not what other people have done that worked for them. It won't apply to you. But there is faith and hope that things will work out, things look better and brighter, and things are able to shine in your life again. So this is a reminder that it's worth taking this effort to ask for advice. It's worth engaging. It's worth doing all of these work this month, because things are going to get better for you. Let's have a look at your messages, your voice from the heart. What messages does your heart want to give you for the month of February? So what is your voice of the heart in February 2023? 7 of 1. It's time to stand up for what you believe in. It's time to connect within your heart space, and you will be indestructible. You will be a force to reckon with. You will have the confidence to face what you need to face, to deal with what you need to deal with, get things sorted, to the point where people will look to you and go, wow, you did something great. How did you do that? Or I'm in a similar situation. How can I be helped like that? So while you're facing a situation where you don't know what's coming up against you, you don't know what health issue or to what extent your finances are in trouble, you don't know perhaps what feeling something's wrong but not quite sure what it is, this is going to help you figure it out. This connection, thoughts from your past, maybe it's an issue coming back again that you need to deal with. Keeping enthusiastic and interested and engaged in the process just means that you're able to really, you do need to stand up for yourself. Sitting and waiting for the doctor to call you is not going to work. We do need to be very proactive and stand up for ourselves, and sometimes it is the loudest voice is the one that gets heard in certain situations. That we do have to kind of make ourselves a nuisance sometimes as well. So whatever it is that's feeling that it's not working right or it's not doing it for me, how to improve your work, your finances, or your health, we need to kind of raise our voice and say, I need to be heard. My case is not being heard and I need to be heard. You need to rise above the crowd and you need to be able to stand out and say, look, I've got a problem that's not being solved and I need it sorted out, you know? And it's very easy for your voice to be drowned out when you're kind of walking away from situations rather than engaging with them, you know? And you are struggling to be heard. This is the thing, in whatever situation that you're dealing with, you're struggling to be heard. And it's time to really kind of let your voice be known. Time to persevere. And you will find the way through, and there is always hope and faith that things will come through if you take action and stand up for yourself and say, I need to back myself because no one else is able to do that for me. That's what we need this month for you, my love. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that has given you some guidance. If you'd like more insights or more in-depth reading on this matter or anything else in your life, you can book a private reading with me at govindadeen.com, my website. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and be mindful to watch the other your other videos for February forecast. That's appropriate for your sun, moon and rising signs, as they will help all together. The 3 videos will give you a very well-rounded view of your month. Please feel free to leave comments on this video on how it resonated or how you felt the reading felt for you. And yeah, I'm on also doing live readings every day, so you might want to catch that on all my other content as well. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now, my loves. Bye bye.
Baby, don't